Hey everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to do an oil change on a 2014 Toyota Sienna, and this will apply also to many Toyota Siennas, except for one that's very old. The things you'll be needing: these ramps, unless you have jack stands. I like to use ramps personally. I just feel a bit more safe with them to drive the car up on these. You'll need a drain pan. It doesn't have to be this one specifically, but somewhere that your oil is going to drain into. Next, I like to use, just for extra credit, this box, just in case the oil leaks out like onto the cement. I like to have that underneath when I'm draining the oil and changing the filter. Next thing is, you're going to be needing this filter, or one that fits your car. This is the Fram CH9972, which fits a lot of Toyotas and Toyota Siennas from this era. To get that off, you'll be needing a special oil filter wrench, and this you could pick up for $10 in AutoZone, and that will be easier. If you don't want to use that, there are other ways, but I can't guarantee you success necessarily. This works like magic to get off the oil filter. Where you're going to drain the oil from, you need a 14mm socket and a socket wrench. I like this extra extended one. Sometimes it's hard to get off, so that will just give you leverage and make it much easier just to loosen the bolt. You will also need an oil filter. Next, you're going to need the actual oil. So I usually don't use Quaker State, but that's what they had left, so this time I'm going to use Quaker State. And it's going to have to be 0.20 full synthetic. That's what Toyota recommends you use. So that's what I'm going to be using, and the amount is going to be 6.4 quarts. So this is 5 quarts, this is 6, and to top it off and finish it off, we'll be pouring 0.4 ounces of this. Maybe a little less, depending how much oil actually drains out. And just for extra credit, I have gloves and baby wipes throughout the process. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is put these ramps right under the tire, not too far to the end, and let's do the other one. The way you want to make sure these are straight is you go to the back of the car and you look on this angle to see if it's straight. And that's the way you're going to tell. Alright, so next you want to it's front wheel drive, this car, in case you didn't know. So if you give too much gas, it will actually make the ramp go flying to the back of the car. 1, 2, 3. All the way up. And when you feel it flatten out, inch up just by letting the brake go, and the ramps actually have like an end piece at the end that it will stop the car. You're going to put it in park, then you're going to push the emergency brake all the way down for safety, and then you can shut the engine off. Next thing you want to do is just pop the hood. So this is the gas, right next to it to the right is the hood. Pull that latch. Next you're going to take this stick and pop your hood and hold it open. Goes into this hole over here. After that, we're going to unscrew the cap for the oil, and this enables it to drain better. You can see right on the cap it says 0.20, so that's the type of oil that we bought. And you're going to also pull out the dipstick over here. Let that hang. The first thing I like to do is take down the oil filter and unscrew that. So what you're looking for under the car is this right here. That's what you're looking for. And the tool that I showed you before, that's a special tool that fits right on there. And we put it on there, it unscrews counterclockwise. Attached the special tool to the socket wrench. I'm going to show you how this just fits right on. I'll show you. You just got to turn it until the teeth kind of lock in to place. Turning it, and there we go. See how it just locked in over there? I'm going to switch over to this because so this tool is actually better because you don't have to do a whole 360 with it. I'm just going to do like little quarter turns to loosen it up from its position. And it's pretty loose, so we can just do it by hand now. I want to use a glove for this one. Extremely hot right now because I just got back from a trip not too long ago. Oh, and there we go. There you have it. Just let that down and let it drain out. Next on the agenda, we are going to change the oil filter. Pops out like that, but usually it comes with an extra one to replace that O-ring over there. We're gonna skip that step this time around. We're gonna get the new oil filter right here, and you basically just push till it snaps in and it's ready to be screwed back on. It's that simple. Just take it, make sure that you're not stripping it and it's being screwed in correctly, and pretty much you would be able to tell. It's going to keep twisting. This one is still slippery because I didn't clean it off like I was supposed to, so I'm going to continue doing that with the wrench. But usually if it would be dry, you would just be able to do it hand tight, and that would be enough. And this keeps going. Until it kind of comes to a stop. Then this tool I'll take off now. All set to go. Next up, we're going to take the 14mm socket and we're going to unscrew the drain plug, which can be found. See, this was the filter we just replaced. If you continue back, you'll see the 14mm drain plug right there. And yank it until it comes loose, just like that. Once it's loose, you can basically unscrew it by hand. But while you're unscrewing it, the advice is to keep pushing inwards until you're ready to take it out, because the stream of oil, will come flying out. So I'm gonna unscrew it. Almost there, and 1, 2, 3. And you're going to let it drain as much as you can. Tighten it up. So you don't want to over tighten it, but you want to make sure it is very snug. So you don't want to force any pressure, but if you feel it stop, then you're good. Now it's time to fill up with new fresh oil. It takes 6.4 quarts like I said before, so this one's 5 quarts, so we can just pour it without worrying about overfilling it. It's 5 quarts. Here's quart number 6 for the 0.4. Now before driving it off the ramps, you just want to start the engine and check on the bottom, make sure there's nothing leaking. Looks pretty good. And to drive off the ramps, it's much easier than getting on them. Here we go, we're just going to release the brake in reverse. Okay, so that wraps up the oil change on the 2014 Toyota Sienna. If you want to know how to reset the maintenance required light, I have a video on that, so check it out. And Hope you enjoyed. Hope this helped.